Thank you, thank you. Oh, now I'm at the top and it's scary. We are here at the Picacho State Park, and yesterday was such a blast leaving Joshua Tree.
Yeah, we arrived in Phoenix late last night, and we are staying at an Airbnb with our host Rhonda and her sweet little dachshund Mila, who just loves to be cuddled, which is awesome. So.
You almost skipped the hike today as we were making coffee because you were cuddling with the pup.
I mean, Mila was on my lap, and I thought that sounded like a great day too. But we are really excited for this climb. We have our friend Chris joining us, and it's going to be a beautiful day.
So Leanne also says it's going to be a beautiful day, but from what I understand, there's a lot of heights here, and I get pretty severe vertigo, so wish me luck.
All right, well, we just passed the beware sign, and what Danny was kind of implying before is that this is kind of a bit of a treacherous hike from what we've been told. There's a bit of a cable system to help you navigate some of the rock scrambles. It's really steep, but we're really looking forward to the challenge. This is something very different from what we're used to. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be awesome.
All right, so this is our buddy from Chris. You've probably seen him as we're hiking up. We're only about a half mile into this hike so far, and we've encountered the first wire section. It was recommended that we have some gloves while touching these things because they can be rusty, they can be frayed, and also just over time it can tear up your hands. So hopefully we'll be all right. So she's got worker man's gloves.
Well, we picked up our gloves on the way here, and they did not have women's or kids' sizes, so I'm currently wearing the same size gloves as Danny.
So far, we're doing all right. The incline is kind of just up, a bit different than Hawaii. Nothing's really wet, everything's dry a little bit, and there's thorns everywhere. So staying on the marked path is really important to avoid those loose rocks. And if you do need a hand to reach out, these wires are here.
I feel like in every video I'm putting on more layers, but in this rare instance, I'm actually shedding one. We'll put it there. That's good.
You can get it over your head. All right, so we made it across the saddle of Picacho Peak hike, and now we are beginning our traverse along the kind of cliff edges. I'm a little nervous because I know that some of these parts do have drop-offs kind of right next, and we're gonna see how my vertigo goes.
Any thoughts?
So, I mean, it looks like a lot of down. I think we're gonna be all right for now. We're just gonna keep going.
All right, go get them, baby. All right, we made it down that super steep section holding onto the cables. It was awesome. There's these massive cacti that are like 30 feet tall. It's really impressive. Now we're making our way kind of back up, and I think there's a pretty steep section up to the top, so we're gonna tackle that next.
So we just passed the mile marker for the peak and we are about to begin our final ascent. I did not like that. And then the chicken head fence. All right, don't let anybody fool you. That part was a little bit scary. I'm really nervous about the way down, but I did make it up and it's flattened out a little bit. We've got, I think, one more ascent until the actual peak. Oh, now I'm at the top and it's scary. All right, so after all that, we finally made it to the peak. I will admit, I kind of scrambled up some of those spots that were a little bit closer to the edges, and everybody was so encouraging. We met some friends along the way just cheering us on. Thank you, Tara, for your kind words of encouragement as I was just hanging on the side of a cliff. More dramatic in my eyes. And Chris for being the second camera shooter this entire time. Thanks, brother.
So now we've made it to the peak and it is just 360-degree views all around. It's absolutely amazing. But my favorite part of this whole experience was the people that we met along the way, everyone just being so encouraging, and I love that camaraderie. That's one of my favorite things about hiking. That was absolutely amazing. We've loved our time here on Picacho Peak today. We're so glad Chris could join us, and for all the friends we met along the way.
And if you don't see much video on the way down, that's just because I am going as fast as possible to get back down to ground level. And we will be in New Mexico tomorrow.